the round 7 results. The round 7 results and ladder. So we're looking here. This is how the round played out. We started off with St Kilda. They got that 34-point win on Port Adelaide. We had Brisbane. They got themselves a big win. It was Fremantle's first loss for the season. What is that? 51 points. This was this was an interesting game to play. Sydney GWS. It took till the middle of the fourth quarter for GWS to get their first goal. But then they got free really quickly, so it made things very interesting. But Sydney did hold on in a very low-scoring game by 12 points. You had the Bulldogs by 40. You had West Coast, they got over Carlton by 26. You had two very large deficits next, with Melbourne demolishing North and Essendon it was a bit of a demolition there. We had 108 and 97 respectively. The games that we played today, they were nice, man. We had Richmond by 22. It was actually a very dominant performance. They just couldn't kick straight. Had they been able to kick straight, it would have been a much, much larger margin. And the game we just finished right now, Adelaide, getting over Collingwood by 20 points there. So let's see what that means for our ladder. So Freo's still on top. They're on 24. They've only lost the one game to this point. Rounding out the top 4, you got Port Adelaide and Richmond, who are both on 20. Each won 5 games. And Brisbane, by percentage right now, have the 4th spot. Other teams joining them on 16. We have Brisbane here, Essendon, Hawthorn, Bulldogs, and Adelaide rounding out the 8. Adelaide did just get their win. We see right outside the top 8, we got Sydney, who are also on 16. So it's about percentage for them right now. You got Melbourne, GWS, Geelong, St Kilda, and West Coast, each with 3 wins for the season up to this point on 12 points. And rounding out our bottom 4, you got Collingwood, North, Gold Coast, and Carlton, each with just the 2 wins. But at this point, everything I think is still to play for this game. The results that we have are very unpredictable. So Freo at the top here, look, a few rounds from now, it wouldn't be the most shocking thing if they all of a sudden found themselves out of the 8 within the next 5 rounds, just because of how unpredictable this game can be. So, our first game tomorrow that we'll have will be Carlton versus Brisbane. So hopefully that ends up being very good. But to round out that 8 again, see it on the right-hand side. Freo, Port, Richmond, Brisbane, Essendon, Hawthorn, Bulldogs, and Adelaide.